Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forest Job. You may wonder why we are in the transfer market news page of the game at the moment, and there's a very good reason for that. We've made a tidy sum of money for a player who, yet again, I'm gaming the system. I signed someone from the youth team and have sold them on for massive profit, and that player is Martin Skirtle, who has moved to Union Berlin for £19.7 million. Who would have thought that Union Berlin had £19.7 million to spend, let alone that Martin Skirtle would end up playing for them. Anyway, that is the only bit of transfer news that I can show you here. The only other thing is a move for one of our right backs, which has just been confirmed, but it won't be confirmed on the transfers until after we play our next game. I'll go into negotiations and show you who it is. It's a right back, and he's actually disappeared off of my page already. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Shall we go into? I'll tell you how we'll do it. We'll go into manager's office and messages, and then I can tell you about it. So McDowell has left us Lorient, who have started to make a bit of a habit of picking up our unwanted fullbacks after Blackett moved there a year or so ago. Have swooped in again and picked up McDowell for £3.8 million. Sorry, £4.8 million, I should say. Now, you may be wondering, hang on, Dave, weren't you already trying to sell Christie as well? Won't that only leave you with one right back? And won't the sale of your centre back Skirtle, as well as the the loan transfer of Mbeso, leave you a little bit short at the back? Yes, it will. There are plans afoot, and as soon as I have news on the successful purchase of a player who will cover all of those eventualities, I will let you know. But what I can tell you at the moment, if we go into the team screen and go to Zafweek, you will see that he is capable of playing at centre back as well as at right back. And so we have cover in the centre back area. It's right back where we will want the cover. We've not yet sold Christie, and I could veto any sale of the long-standing Nottingham Forest right back should this other move not come through. But I'm hopeful that he will end up coming to us, and I'm not going to mention the name until we get him, because that could end up jinxing it. In fact, what we'll probably do is at the end of the Liverpool game, which is today's match, God, we're starting things off as we mean to go on, aren't we? City, then Liverpool. Um, After that, we'll probably just skip ahead slightly, and hopefully the transfer will be confirmed at the end of the episode. It certainly seems as though the transfer is going to happen. The club were willing to deal with us, and the player is more than happy to come to us. And I've actually bumped up the wages slightly because I think he's that good of a player that he's going to be worth the money, just to confirm his transfer. So let's not waste any more time. We already spent 15 minutes yesterday before we got into a game, so let's get straight into it today. Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. You can see the Liverpool lineup on the left there. It looks like James Maddison has joined them from Leicester City. It's a very, very strong side. There's a goalkeeper, Livkovic, that I don't think was there before. Giannucci or Giunci? I'm not quite sure, but he looks like a pretty tasty centre back, rated at 88. He's only one behind Van Dijk. By all rights, we should not be competing in this game at all, but I'm hopeful that we might nonetheless. Let's just have a look at how we're actually looking very well indeed. I don't think I need to make any massive changes whatsoever. I am tempted to throw Newble on in the place of Samba, but honestly, Samba had such a good game last time out that it would be it wouldn't be fair on the lad, would it? Let's be honest. So I think that Samba is going to get the game ahead of Newball today. Newball can play in the third round of the FA Cup, which is no doubt coming up very, very shortly. Still looking at bringing in another midfielder. I'm thinking about it. We've got the budget for it. We've got more than the budget for it. The question is whether or not it's a value proposition. We have a lot of money in the bank now. Should we go for a free transfer, which is what this particular player would be, or should we actually be looking at bringing in someone for a little bit of money who may last a little bit longer and doesn't have the injury problems that this particular player has. If you know me and you know who I support, you might be able to put two and two together here. But I'll tell you what, let's have some fun. If you want to speculate on which midfielder I'm looking at bringing in, he's a free transfer and he might have a link to Arsenal, then throw your suggestions into the mentions in the comments below, and we'll see whether any of you can guess it. I don't think it's actually probably going to be that hard for you to guess, to be honest. Here's Alexander-Arnold now threatening for Liverpool, skips around one player, gets it into Salah. Mane now looking to threaten early on. Worrell underneath was going to win that header quite comfortably. Now Thiago playing very centrally. Salah, Thiago again, playing centrally again. Cabaye doing a good job of holding him off. Now James Maddison into Robertson. They're moving the ball very quickly here at Liverpool. And we've fucked that one up very badly, but we managed to cover ourselves defensively, and the ball is out now. And Arcas tries to carry the ball away, but there's just too much interest in him. Oh dear, we're playing very risky football right now. But we finally managed to get it into an area where we can just calm things down slightly. Ball over the top, Lolly looking for it, can't quite run onto it. Nice idea though. And here's Mane, they're looking to exploit the wings the same as we do. But they're so dangerous in all areas of the pitch that even if they move the ball centrally, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble as the cross doesn't end up anywhere near where Liverpool wants it. But they win the ball back nonetheless. They're really piling the pressure on here early on as Willems picks up the ball now. Out it comes back to the Dutch fullback, and he's going to get it to Bremer, who will pass along the back line. Here we go. Forest now in an area of comfort. Cabaye. Oh, into Lolly, it's a chance maybe? No, the weight of the pass just off. And as a result, Liverpool can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, that's offside, that's massively offside. What was I thinking? What was I thinking there? Oh dear, Joe Lolly struggling to get back behind the offside line. And I didn't help things by playing the ball far too early to him. Really, I should have just opened up the legs of the striker and tried to take advantage of what was a fairly open-looking back line. That's not bad though, Willems. Back into Centurion, who's opened it up here, and has he got a chance to score? Oh, it's a great tackle. It's a brilliant tackle there. I don't know who it was, but they really put their body on the line to stop the shot. And that's why Liverpool are the team that they are, because they do not give up on these lost causes. And just when you think you're about to take the lead, they somehow manage to find that extra body just to put it in between you and goal. Here's Robertson on the left-hand side now into Maddison, who plays the ball forward, but bounces off of the body of a Forest player, and they're going to take advantage here. Here's Centurion, he's on the right-hand side this time. Normally he plays on the left. Cabaye takes a pot shot, and it bounces clear and actually bounces into a place where they can counter-attack now. Here's Salah. But Forest do a decent job. Oh dear. Got away with that one slightly, boys. Here we go now, Willems. Ball played through to Arcas. Into Centurion. Oh, Guerrero's missed it. Oh, maybe Guerrero could have taken the shot instead. It was a lovely turn on the ball by Centurion. Something that we've grown accustomed to seeing from him. Ball out to Zifweek from Willems. Very nice pass. Oh dear, that's a little bit short, but Forest recover very nicely, thanks to the reactions of Kabai, but they give the ball away this time and there's nothing that he can do. Safwik's doing his best to try and win this back, and he doesn't manage it in the end. But Forest are like a dog with a bone, they're not going to give it up easily. Busquets just dinks it back to Bremer. Into Arcas. Now Centurion. Lolly. Out to Zafouik. Can he get past his man and get the cross in? No, not quite, but he does manage to stop the ball being cleared, and they have another pop at this, Forest. Here's Kabai into Arcas. Centurion. Oh, they're trying to play nice, short, neat passes around the box, and it's not quite happening for them. And there's the half-time whistle. It's been a very entertaining first half of football here at Anfield. Liverpool, the league runners-up of last season, being held 0-0 here by a Nottingham Forest team that have started this season all guns firing. Forest arguably having the better of the first half here. No changes made for the second half. We go straight into it, although I don't think it's too long before we're going to see Guerrero make way for Hernandez. That's a nice ball out to Zafouik. Now here's Lolly. Back to Zafouik. Ball into the box. Guerrero near it. He's put it in the back of the net. Nottingham Forest lead 1-0, and the man that looked like he was going to make way any second has scored the goal. And Hernandez has immediately sat back down on the bench. He was warming up, ready to come on, but look at that finish from Guerrero. He knew exactly where the ball was going to be put. He knew where the goalkeeper was, and he just managed to steal ahead of him and just pop the side of his foot out and nick it in ahead of the goalkeeper. A brilliant cross from Zafouik, who is suddenly starting to find his form for this Nottingham Forest side. And a brilliant goal for Guerrero, who looked like he might be on his way out of the club during the transfer window over the summer. But the manager decided that he wanted to hang on to him. And you can see the results there. Now here's Arcas. Oh dear. The one thing I would wish that Guerrero would do is spin around the man and just make a little run there. But he decided to hold him off instead. Perhaps if I play it in slightly earlier and keep his back to goal, I can keep Arcas running. Oh dear. Bad header. I was just complimenting Zafouik on getting into some kind of form. And he's let himself down there, and there's a ball up in the air. Samba's going to claim it. Here's Kabai now. Oh dear. I was supposed to be passing that through to Guerrero, but for some reason it ended up going wide to Lolly instead. Bremer underneath, not going to get to it. David Neres, a player who was suggested to me by the scouts during the transfer window over the summer, but I decided to stick with what we had. Here's Robertson now. Oh, Busquets does a great job. He doesn't like to give up on a lost cause, this lad. And here's Zafouik now, busting a gut, getting forward. He's got Lolly outside of him. There he goes. Into the box. Oh, goalkeeper, too close to the goalkeeper. He manages to scoop it up off the ground. Shame. Nice attack, though, from Forest. Here's Mane. Now Robertson. Early ball into the box. Goalkeeper has it covered. Busquets joining the attack this time. Oh, it just bounces off of a stray leg and arrests the attack for Forest. They're doing very nicely though. 70 minutes gone. I'm just going to pause it and make a change. And despite his heroics and his goal, I am going to make the change. We're going to throw Hernandez on. And just wondering if there's any other changes that we need to make at this point. I don't think there really is, to be honest. I think we may as well just keep things as they are. Why fix something that isn't broken? Oh, Guerrero very nearly getting his foot on the ball there. And Willems intercepting that ball. One over the top for Guerrero. Defender does very well there. Here's Kabayi, Zafuik. Early one in. Guerrero looking onto it. It's missed by the first defender. Busquets. Kabayi. Centurion. Oh, it's a foul on the edge of the area. Kabayi's over it. Oh, it's just over the bar. Not quite the amount of dip on it that I would have liked, but there we go. Zafuik. Kabayi fouled for the ball there. Wins another free kick. Not in such a dangerous area this time. It's a nothing foul, really. He used his body well to hold the ball up. Actually, that doesn't really look like a foul to me, but I'm not going to argue the referee on this account. I might actually make another change now. I'm not going to make the mistake of last time of changing from attacking fullbacks. We'll throw Victor Malejo on. He had such a great impact last time. I'm hoping him and Hernandez are forming something of a partnership already. Fullbacks looking okay. I think they'll last the distance this time. Lolly's had a good game. No reflection on him whatsoever. I just want to give Malejo some game time here. Just a short ball to Worrell. Is Arcas. Oh, ball given away now. Diogo Jota, one over the top. Mane running onto it. Worrell and Zafuik on him. Zafuik does very well to win that back. And he lobs one forward, but it goes well out. Very, very strange from Zafuik there. That's much better. Oh, he's found Centurion, who's knocked it on for Hernandez. Kabayi's winning balls all over the shop here. Van Dijk, forward to Kabayi. It's through to Centurion. Oh, he's offside. It must be by a gnat's bollock. Oh, he just had his foot in offside. That's a real shame, because if he was on, he would have definitely at least had a chance to put Forest 2 ahead. 87 minutes played. We're getting to the point in the game now where we get squeaky bum time. Goes out for a Liverpool throw. Robertson finds room down this side. Malejo's coming out to meet him and wins the ball. Very well done. Gives away not a free kick, sorry. Gives away a corner kick, unfortunately, but you have to love the enthusiasm in trying to get back and defend there. There could be a break on here. Centurion running away with the ball. He couldn't find the pass. But it doesn't matter. It's a full-time whistle going, and Nottingham Forest with a famous victory over Liverpool at Anfield. What a result for this team who struggled for so much of last season, but showed time and time again that if they were given the opportunity against the top sides, they could get a battling result. We played some very risky balls here, but somehow we managed to get away with it. And here's the goal from Guerrero, thanks to that brilliant cross by Zafuik. Look at this, right into the danger area. And Guerrero didn't need asking twice to finish that chance off. So there we go, full time. Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool 1-0. Jurgen Klopp will not be happy with that result today. Guerrero getting the man of the match performance with a 7.5, and quite right too. The man to make the real difference. Zafuik gaining a 6.5, that's much better from him. And now we move on to the rest of the transfer business. First of all, a quick look at the results from match day number 2. Manchester City extending their, well, not extending their lead at all, really, are they? Because they weren't in the lead after the first game of the season. But they've got their first win of the season now against Wolverhampton Wanderers, 2-0. Leeds winning 1-0 against newly promoted Norwich. Leicester with a lovely victory over Fulham to put right the wrongs of last time out. They will have a neutral goal difference now thanks to those 4 goals. Chelsea giving Arsenal a right old battering. That's not good. But there we go. So you can see the rest of the results there. And now let's have a look at, wow, the league is upside down somewhat. West Ham United, top of the league after 2 games played with 2 very decent wins to their name. They're yet to concede a goal in this Premier League season. And at the other end, Everton, Arsenal and Wolverhampton, a very, very slow start for the likes of Everton and Arsenal. Wolverhampton better than that as well, I would venture to say, but it is so early in the season, and I'm sure that all those teams will make much better cases for themselves in the games to come. Just hopefully not against us. So there we go, that's the rest of the results, and normally this would be where I would bid you adieu. But today, the last day of the transfer window is here, and what the hell, shall we go through it together? Why not? Okay, so first of all, into negotiations. We have an update about the negotiation that we were after, and it is it's a yes, with the exception that they want a win bonus. So the player that we're after is a right back by the name of Frimpong from Celtic. He's more of an attacking right back than a defensive one, but he's 22 years old. He's got bags of potential, and looking at all of this, I think actually this is a really good deal for us. The win bonus I'm slightly annoyed about because I prefer not to pay bonuses where possible, but let's go in and have a look and see whether we can. So the release fee is set just under 4 million. He's actually worth £3 million. So the fact that we're getting him for 2.2, that's a bit of a bonus for me. Let's see if we can just. It's non-negotiable. Oh, three and a half. I'm going to tell it to take win bonuses and appearance bonuses and the like out of the transfer pot, because £3 a game, it's not going to put a dent, is it, in the transfer kitty? So do you know what? You're welcome to it, my son. Welcome to Nottingham Forest. We're going to accept terms. Going to say yes, please. That will take a few hours to ratify in the transfer window. 10 hours left. And now we can continue on our merry way. Let's have a look at the messages. Negotiations for Worrell. Oh, we're not letting Worrell go. Everton can bog off. We're not letting him go. He's a very important player for us. He's the captain. I'm not selling the captain. Even for £6.5 million, there's absolutely no way. We're going to end the negotiations right there. Thank you very much, but we're not interested. And anyone else? No, no other interest at the moment. I'm still hoping that we can maybe move Christie on his way come the end of the transfer window. Now, the big question is looking at the team. We've got Busquets and we've got Yates that can play as defensive midfielders. We've got Harrington, Kabayi, Hadji, and of course Arcas who can play in the attacking role. Don't have many players that can play too freely between all three. I think Kabayi might be the only one. Indeed, he is. He's 36 years old. Very good though. Still, he's still not. Even though he's declining slightly, I still think he's a decent player for us. Very much so. I think I am going to go for that other player. But I did say to put your guesses in the comments below. So I tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to cut this transfer window in half. Right now, we're going to end this episode. Come back tomorrow where we will finish off the transfer window, and you'll see who it is that I'm interested in picking up that is going to bolster our midfield options. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.